I've always loved collecting things, whether that be games, cards, figures, toys, comics, you name it, I've probably collected it at one point. But no matter what it was I was collecting, I would always find myself running into the same exact problems. I'd run out of space, the hobby would get too expensive, I'd feel pressure to keep up with every single release, or I would just lose all interest in it whatsoever. And so about a year ago, I started redoing my whole room, reorganizing things, moving things around, getting rid of stuff. And one thing that I really noticed was how many things I bought for some sort of collection that I had that I just didn't even really care about anymore, that were just taking up mad space in my room. So now, after months of giving things away, throwing things away, and selling things online, I've completely changed what I collect, how I collect, and most importantly, why I collect. So in today's video, I just wanted to go over my new approach to collecting because maybe it could help some of you guys out too. So let's get into it. Okay, so I think the biggest mistake that I used to make was feeling like I needed to complete every single collection. I feel like once you start collecting, it's easy to fall into the rabbit hole of feeling like you need to keep up with every single release, but the problem is, there is always going to be a new release, bro. There's always something new coming out every single day. For example, I remember when I used to collect Funko Pops, it started with me just saying, oh, I'm only going to get a few of the characters I like. And then that turned into me getting variants of those same characters I like. And then that turned into me getting any limited edition pop that they had. And then that turned into me just scalping pops that I think would sell for a lot in the future and buying them thinking that I was going to make a quick buck off of it, which I never actually did. And the next thing I knew, I just had hundreds of Funko Pops sitting on my shelf, still in the box, doing absolutely nothing. And not that there's wrong with just buying things because you like how they look and they don't really serve a purpose, but I wasn't really buying them because I liked them. I was buying them because I felt like I had to keep the collection going, or I had to because they were limited edition, or I had to because I didn't want to miss out in the future because I didn't buy it and it's worth a lot now. And it wasn't just with Funko Pops, I've done the exact same thing with a bunch of other collection. And one thing that I've realized as I got older is that takes up a lot of space, time, and money. And I feel like it wasn't until my room became so packed with things that I didn't even care about anymore, that I didn't even have space to buy new things that I wanted, that I realized like, yo, my collecting needs to change. I'm doing something wrong right now. I feel like the thing that has definitely helped me out the most is learning to be okay with missing out on things. Like I said, guys, there's always going to be a new release. There's always going to be a new figure, a new card, a new system, a new game, new comic, whatever. But unfortunately, none of us have unlimited time, none of us have unlimited money, none of us have unlimited space to even enjoy all of those things. So sometimes it's better to just appreciate things from afar. It's kind of like when I go to Comic-Con, it's fun looking around, seeing all the paintings, all the comics, all the statues, all the collectibles, but I feel like that's the fun part, is looking at it. I don't walk out of there wishing that I buy every single thing I saw, because I could appreciate something without feeling like I need to own it. And that has definitely made collecting a lot more fun, because now that I'm able to be okay with missing out on certain things, I have a lot more space, time, and money for the things that I really want. So now whenever I think of buying something for a collection, I always gotta ask myself the same 4 questions. Do I have space for this? The answer is usually no. Is this something that I really want in my collection? Do I see myself liking this 6 months from now? And in terms of money, can I lowball somebody on eBay for this? Because a lot of the time, the answer is yes. Because at the end of the day, bro, every new thing that I bring into my house is taking up my money, my time, my space, and my attention. And I'd rather save that for things that I know I'm gonna like for a really long time. And another thing that I've learned is you need to be okay with letting go of things too. People change, your interests change. You really can't hold on to things forever, guys. Unless you think it's gonna make you a ton of money in the future because its value's going up. Give it away now, sell it now, throw it away if it's really garbage, bro. You can't hold on to every single thing you've ever bought in your life. Collecting is not about owning as much stuff as possible. It's about really surrounding yourself with things that actually make you happy. So how does my collection look like now? What am I currently collecting? Well, for starters, I still collect video games, but being that most of them are digital now, they don't really take up a lot of space, which kind of sucks because I liked collecting physical media, and I feel like, these companies could just take them away whenever they want to now, which is kind of a downside of it. I still collect amiibos. These are 2 that I got from Japan. I haven't opened them yet. I've been trying to keep it to only Smash Bros amiibos or Zelda. I like the Zelda ones too. I want to redo my whole amiibo shelf and make it bigger because the one I have now is kind of small and they're all like super clustered together. It's hard to clean and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna go to Home Depot and like redo that pretty soon. And also I've been getting back into comics, so I've been buying a lot of them to read, but to be honest, after I'm done reading them, I'm fine with giving them away or selling them. I don't need to hold on to the story once I've read it. And then also just get little things here or there that I know I'm gonna like for a long time, but I've just been trying to be way more intentional with it. My room's not that big. I plan on moving out soon, and I don't want to bring a lot of stuff with me that I don't really need. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. Those are just my thoughts on collecting. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'd love to know what you guys are currently collecting. Let me know in the comment section down below. My name's Max, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Wake up out the dust, time to get this money. So many pitfalls in my life, that shit ain't even funny. Them rainy nights had them days looking mad sunny. My clothes nice, remember when them shits was mad.